Hi, knife people. I have 5 pieces of small belt carry knives, around 2 inch or 2.5 inch blade. Primarily, why I collect these knives? First, as a backup knife, you know, this kind of knife, full-size knife, is surely useful efficiently to dress a deer in the field. It's a perfect knife, Blackjack M25 heavy hunter knife. But if I left it at the first deer spot and then I got a second deer, it would be a big trouble. So backup knife is needed on me, absolutely. But 2 knives on my belt, yeah, this is kind of full size. Gani, 4-inch blade. And ammunition pouch on my belt, heavy. So I need a small knife, pretty effective small knife with a main knife. That is a reason, first reason. And more, I have a reason to do it with a small knife is a kind of joy, very interesting doing with a small knife. Second reason. So I have collected these 5 knives, and this sheath was no good. I am gradually understanding from many comments on my previous video, that this plastic has a glass fiber in it for toughness. So this plastic is very hard. That is the reason. Glass is, abrasive to metal. So useless now. And I happened to find this sheath, good sheath, in my bag. It came with this knife, Gani sheath. But for Gani, a bit shallow, and this open mouth was problem. Snow comes in, and the blade get wet. So I changed Gani sheath to this first sheath. Very good. And this sheath was free and takes this knife very well. Look at this size comparison here. First pin, look at the first pin, and look at the guard. Sorry. This groove first takes the guard, yes, and push. Very, very sturdy fixation in it. No movement at all. Very secure sheath for this knife. And okay, Escobar knife and Izura 2, Bark River Bravo Necker 2, and Falkniven WM1, and Kylie knife, CKC Hiker Hunter version. First, let's talk about this knife. I don't like factory edge, V edge. Factory V edge is always duller than convex edge. And convex edge is very easy to maintain after use, after the readdressing. Very easy on the laser strobe. Just a few strokes is enough to restore its edge. And sharp and always tougher, convex geometry is tougher than V edge. The reason is not very sure, but one thing sure is convex edge slides on the bone, Don't hitch the bone. Sliding on the bone and get the back straps very beautifully and no damage on its edge. That is convex edge utility in readdressing. And generally, convex edge is tougher. It is said generally than V edge. Anyhow, all my knives are convexed. From the factory, convex, and myself convexed. I like convex edge very, very much. And this knife scales from SE Izura, not for this knife. So I just a bit ground off inside liners, spacers, and then it fits this knife perfectly. No problem at all. Very useful. However, this scales short, so my first finger completely touching this choil. This edge is kind of angular and aches my finger. In wood cutting, for skinning, this holding, pinching, so no problem. However, in hard job, this thumb on the spine holding, this portion, hot spots here, no good. In contrast, this Escobar has a good handle. Sorry, no Escobar. Izura too has a good handle, long enough. Kind of protecting my finger from this sharp edge. Kind of, just, Please compare the scale length here, longer. But a bit this portion touching this angle. In hard job. However, much better, much better than this handle because of this thick and longer scales. You compare. I set the choil line completely. Thickness and length is different. Better. This is a better knife than this knife. This knife, no good sheath, and you need leather or kydex and scales. In total, $80. Same as this knife. I think this length advantage it has surely. However, depending on your preference, I prefer this knife. Anyhow, for me, both knives are important, you know. My self-convex, very, very enjoyable knife for me. And this CKC hiker, hunter version, elongated tail is very useful in deer dressing. However, no good in wood job. Unstable, you know, kind of unstable. Very thin blade and don't bite into wood very deep. The reason is not very sure. However, I don't think it's a very good wood job knife. Very well. It might be wrong. Pretty well. Not bad. But this knife is more perfect. Sure. Not a strong wood job knife. However, it's a very, very good skinning knife. This pinching holding, very comfortable. No hot spot at all. This is very good hunting knife. Sword, New Zealand. Very sweet, traditional mood knife. You know, convex edge. And this knife, Falcon WM1, it came with a strange edge geometry. From the spine to 2/3 from the spine. Flat bevel. And from this line to the edge, convex. So this convex bevel is relatively steep and it had a micro V-edge from the factory. So I first removed the micro V-edge, but this knife went down. I needed to regrind completely from the top spine to the edge, completely continuous convex, and now it's extremely sharp and tough. Convex bevel is very useful in wood cutting and very powerful, I'm sure. And you know, very, very durable. Edge holding is perfect with G10 steel. Now, it's a very good backup knife in hunting. To be honest, this is the best knife for that purpose. Backup hunting or backup survival. You know, in survival situation, you might lose your, main knife. Then it will be very useful. First, sharpest knife in the world from the factory. No refinement, your refinement is needed from the factory. I, intentionally deepened the edge angle because this knife was too sharp and took micro rolls getting back straps. And now it has a very appropriate angle for my purpose and perfect and lightweight. And this handle, a bit ache, this metal portion, no handle portion. However, not a big deal on this knife. It's very comfortable and handle and very sharp, effective in wood cutting too. And this is Sandvik stainless steel. Surely, this is the best backup knife for me. Every single knife is very sharp. I like this sharpness on my every knife. you know, every knife has best condition now. Okay, I need these small range backup knives. As I said, that reason. Lovely, very lovely. Thank you for watching. See you again. Bye bye.